Class 5. In this video I will be completing the whole chapter of the that means a story from Bliss, that is the king's disloyalty. In previous two videos I explained about a king who at first we saw that he was very much loved and respected by his people. He he thought one day that he wanted to extend his territories, so he called his people and he promised something to them. He promised that he would give when he would get his the other territories. He would, when he would get that means immense wealth from the other territory, so he would give either the money or the land to his people, and he requested his people to fight with him. So all his people, as his citizens loved him, so and also as the king promised them to give something to them, so they agreed to fight. So there was a bloody that means the fight, and after that the king got the victory. He got immense wealth from the neighboring that means neighboring countries. So when we also saw that king had a queen, and queen was wicked, and she actually stopped the king for spreading the money or distributing the money and the land to other citizens. She said that as he was the king, the king would not be pointed out for his fault. So the queen said that the king did not have to give anything to his people, and the king also did not want to part with his freshly acquired thing, so he also agreed to this proposal. But obviously the people felt very much betrayed, because once the king promised something to his people, but afterwards the people saw that no, it was not happening. The king actually not giving anything to them, so they felt very much betrayed. After some years, what happened? The neighboring territories, the neighboring kingdom, they made their army a strong army. They made a strong army, and they actually attacked the disloyal king. Okay. So the disloyal king had to ask for favor to his people. So he again asked to his people for giving the favor to him, for him. So the people agreed to the proposal. They did, but out of fear. Okay. Now what happened? We are going to see. When the battle began, the people retreated without putting up any resistance. So when the battle started, what happened? The people actually did not say anything, and they just retreated. That means they what can I say? Retreated means they moved back. They did not fight for. So the king lost the battle and the territories were gone. The king, what happened? He lost the battle and the territories also totally gone. The king was really upset. He called his people and asked why did they not put up a fight. So the king was really very upset, and he called his people and he asked his people that why did his people not fight back. Okay. One of them answered, it was because we were not sure whether you would keep your promise. So one of the citizen, he said that he did not know that whether the king would give something to them, whether the king would whether the king made a false promise to them, or whether he would give something to them. Okay, that is why they retreated. They felt betrayed for the first time, and second time they could not able to do. They actually did not do anything because they knew that maybe this time also they would be betrayed by their king. That is why they could not take any step for fight. Okay. Now this is what happens. What happens when one does not keep one's word? Yes, this is happening when one person is not keeping his word. Children, sticking to your word is as important as being sincere. You should keep your promise. A sincere person is respected and regarded well by people. It takes courage, patience, and sometimes determination to remain loyal. Yes, that means if you are sticking to your word, so that means you are very much sincere. When you are keeping your promise, so that means you will be regarded as a perfect kind of person. If you have the courage, if you have your patience, if you have determination to do something, so definitely you will do. Okay, and always remember that if you are promising to someone or something, that you always fulfill it. Many relationships break up because one person does not keep his word. A long-lasting friendship needs loyalty, no matter what is cost. Very much important word, that is loyalty. If you are very loyal to someone, or if you are very much, sincere to your promise, so that means you are a perfect kind of person. Okay. If you don't keep your promise, you lose trust and hurt others. Obviously, if you suppose like if you have promised something to your sister that you will give to her, but if you just did not do that, so your sister would felt betrayed. Okay, so at first, if you are promising, so try to fulfill that promise. If you are fulfilling that promise, so that means that you are loyal. Okay, and these people are always loved and respected by others. So make sure that when you are making promise, you should not hurt anyone by not fulfilling the promise. Never be careless about a promise. First think before you make a promise. And very important thing, that when you are making a promise, so think that whether you can continue with the thing, whether you will promise, that means make it, whether you will fulfill it or not. And when you make a promise, make sure you fulfill it. When you are making promise, then you should fulfill that. Okay.